Hi everyone, it's Rachelle Mee-Chapman here with Relig-ish, and I wanted to talk a little bit more this week about life after church and finding tribe. A lot of times when someone grows up in church and then you leave church, it's this very traumatic thing. Your pastor worries about you, your parents worry about you. It's oftentimes seen as a betrayal, and you are cut off from membership with that community if you don't stay with them for a lifetime. But really, in our modern, global, moving world with all its moving parts, the idea that you're going to be a part of a community outside of your family for a lifetime, it happens, but not that often. If you don't find your sense of supportive community within the four walls of the church, if that's not right fit for you, where do you find a place to call home? Well, one of the things that I've noticed with my spiritual direction clients and the people in my community flock and my blog readers is that when they leave church or when they're looking for an additional kind of supportive tribe, they carry with them three assumptions about what tribe needs to look like. And these assumptions don't serve them well as they look for a new form of tribe. So here's mistaken assumption number one. Tribe has to meet every week. In order for your soul care community to be effective and meaningful and authentic, you have to meet every week, preferably on a Sunday. That's not necessarily required. Sometimes every week becomes a burden rather than a support. Sometimes getting out the door every week, especially for a morning meeting, creates so much tension in your family that any positive effect of being a part of a loving soul care community is dramatically diminished from the fight that it is to get out the door. Sometimes your need for rest and recovery means that you can't make a weekly gathering of a tribe. The second assumption that we carry into our post-church world is that your primary place of connection and support, your tribe, has to be centered around religious or spiritual beliefs. And that's just not necessarily the case. Right now, my best source of support and nurture and the people that empower me to live out my core value are the parents of my children. And we all have kind of common social values and political values in place, but we don't have common spiritual or religious practices. And yet this little group of families is my tribe that empowers me to live a Christ-like life. So your new tribe doesn't necessarily have to be organized around religious beliefs or spiritual beliefs. The third assumption that people mistakenly carry into their quest for a new form of tribe is that it has to last a lifetime. Carrying that assumption that you're going to find the place that is going to be your place, that's going to be right fit for you and you're going to be right fit for them for the rest of your life, is an assumption you might want to push on a little bit and see if it's really true for you. So here's some tips that you might want to get curious about. Instead of searching for a weekly tribe, maybe you could think about gathering a tribe that meets sporadically, once a month, once a season, whenever you can get together, and experiment with that and see if that meets your need for tribe. Instead of assuming that your tribe has to be centered around religious beliefs, maybe you could think about finding a place of connection around a common interest, even a hobby, volunteering, or just because you like somebody. Instead of insisting that your tribe be around forever, why don't you think about what it would look like to have a tribe that is together for 6 weeks, for 6 months, from the time your kids are 2 until they start going to different elementary schools. Think about a tribe for a season rather than a tribe for a lifetime. So I hope this week that you'll start exploring what your needs are for a tribe, like we talked about last week, and what your assumptions are around what a tribe needs to look like, and maybe kind of engage your imagination around those assumptions to see if a new form might come to life for you. So until we meet again, I hope that you will get curious, trust your gut, and live from a place of love, and that your soul tribe might find you right around the next corner. Amen? Amen.